avoided doing videos in this style for so long because they're just not my usual type of content that I create, so it is very new territory and I am scared. But if I've learned anything the past few months in other aspects of my life, is that just doing something can help remove said fear, because it turns out that it really wasn't that scary. So I have the house to myself for the next few days, so I'm hoping that will make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna use this time just to film something, and if you want to come along to see what I get up to over the next 2 or 3 days as a small crochet business owner and content creator, then this might be the video for you. But it is currently just gone 10 AM on Thursday, and my plan is to just film a bunch this weekend. I've done a lot of admin stuff the past week and a half, and I've sort of been neglecting the content side of things. Part 1 on the agenda is to just film a bunch of gaming videos. I have a bunch of demos that I'd like to get through and get them all sorted. They don't take long to record. And then I also want to try and record my main game for YouTube, which I'm not going to say what that is yet. You will have to wait and see what that is. So that is my plan for today and tomorrow. And then of course crochet. I have a lot of tapestries that you can see there. They're all my blocking boards. I need to do the borders for them, and I need to add the wooden dowels and the backings so I can put them up on my website along with the patterns. But yeah, I don't really have a plan with what I'm doing. I'm just gonna take you along and you can see what I get up to. Hopefully I'll find like my own way of doing these vlogs, but for now this video is just gonna be spend the next 2 or 3 days with me, let's catch up and let's try and get a bunch of work done. Gym is already all done. I'm showered, makeup on, and I think I'm ready to crack on with recording the demos. How many do I have? 6, 7 demos. One of them is a playtest that I got an email about to check out. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing all demos today. I mean, if I can, then great, but I'm not going to push myself to make a bunch. Ideally, I would like enough for June, because that's kind of when I'm scheduling all of the content that I'm doing now. So I'm a little bit ahead because I have fallen very far behind with posting content just because I am shy about being on camera like this, which is why I'm just doing it just to put it out there. And if people enjoy it, that's great. If they don't, that's also great. I think I can probably get 2 demos in before lunch, but I think that's the plan. Today, the focus is indie games. Tomorrow, the focus is main game for YouTube and crochet. And then Saturday we will get into sort of the more, I do have a giant frame that I want to use for my Horizon fan art. That's the agenda that I'm running with. It might change, it most definitely will change. That is enough recording for me today in terms of games. I have just filmed 2 more demos. One of them was a playtest, so there wasn't like a cutoff point. So I actually ended up playing that one for way longer than I wanted to, so that's definitely gonna have to get edited down. So that is now 4 demos in the bag. I tend not to edit the same day that I record the video. I don't know why it works better for me, but it's like I just get to look on it with fresh eyes. Like once I've slept and I come back to it, I kind of just have a fresh mind about it. But Fridays are normally my editing and upload days, so I take all of the content that I've filmed throughout the week and then I spend the Friday editing it, and the same for Saturday if there is a lot to do. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a bit of light work for the next 30-45 minutes maybe, just catching up on some admin, and then I will probably put dinner on and then we will sit down to crochet this evening. I think I was going to play games, but I'm in the mood to crochet and just have a little chat about what my channels are doing right now, what I'm doing right now, and just sort of the thoughts that are going through my head. You now join me by the PC. So I am filming on the PC because I have a feeling this next segment is going to be quite long and I know that my phone will not cope with it. So that is why we're here. But I think it is time to take a little break. I did a little bit of admin work, just updating some of my content calendars and just some stuff that I need to get done this week. So now I'm going to treat myself by opening up my bi-monthly rituals package, and I thought we could do it together because I love watching people unbox stuff. So it's now my turn to unbox something. I am always obsessed with rituals packaging. I love it. This is not sponsored or anything. I have just had a newfound obsession with rituals since moving to Denmark. So let's have a... And it never fails. I've never had one of these pull tabs fail before. Da, 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 da. Look, it's just so nice. I just love rituals. So this was mainly a top up for my shampoo. Again, I love their shampoo. It works really well with my hair. My hair is very fine and it gets greasy quite quickly, but this shampoo is the only one that doesn't make that grease worse. So I've got 2 of the hydrating shampoo and that is ready to be refilled. Oh, okay, so I'm trying to level up my skincare and just my self-care in general. I've never really sort of been one for skincare and just taking care of my body and such. So I'm trying to now. I have a little bit of a skincare routine down. It seems to be working. My skin is starting to look better, but now I'm like really getting into like a proper shower routine. So I've just got some body cream to use for after the shower. The ritual of Yozakura, I think is how you pronounce it. This is my favorite line that they do, and not just because it's purple. That is just a happy accident. And their packaging, again, it's just so cute. Oh, and it's a refill. Love that. Like, I just feel so luxurious whenever I get a rituals product. It's gonna smell like the other stuff, so I don't know why I'm excited to smell it, because it's literally gonna smell like my shower gel. Now, obviously, and this is where rituals gets me, is when you're a member, if you order a certain amount, you get a free gift. And I'm a sucker for free gifts, okay? And everything that I wanted, because I wanted to get their facial cleanser, but all of their, like, skincare and face stuff was out of stock, so I was like, great. What do I get instead? I actually have no idea what this smells like. It's one of their new range. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that name. But it is a shower oil and... Oh my god, wait. Okay, the first sniff that I got, no lie, it smelled like a jammy dodger. And it still kind of does. It is Indian rose and sweet almond oil. Why is that giving me jammy dodger? I'm not sure if it's just because the top bit is tiny and I can't really smell it. Obviously, my free gift is then 2 more from this same collection. Of course, I had to get this free gift. This has got the foaming shower gel and the body lotion mousse. Oh, there's another pull tab. Are we ready? It's like opening those mystery boxes. I'm currently on mystery box TikTok and I am trying so bad not to go to Miniso and just buy a bunch of blind boxes. Like, someone please stop me. Or don't. But yeah, these are like just little tester sizes. I really like these because I did find another scent that I really liked when I got a free gift once. So let's try. I don't really want to use them because they are foaming and a mousse. So, okay, I'm not getting jammy dodger anymore. That was just weird. It smells... There's not really anything I can compare it to that it smells like for me. It's really nice. I really like it, but I can't pinpoint what it smells like. Like, can you smell? I really wish there was like a way, because it is really, really nice, but I cannot find something to tell you what it smells like. But that is that. I'm now gonna sit down. I have a little bit till dinner. It's still quite early, so I'm just gonna start on some crochet stuff while I chat to you about life and what the hell is going on. Because I've had a lot of questions and I don't blame you. And while I talk, I am just gonna be working on my sub-function tapestries. They have been sitting at the bottom of the shelf for way too long, and I just need to bite the bullet, add borders to all of them so I can get them pictured all nice for the patterns that I'm going to be releasing for them. I'm hoping to do that next month, so in June. I'm hoping that will be a big drop because, again, these have just been sat here for way too long and I need to stop procrastinating like I have done with vlog content. I know I mentioned a little bit earlier that it's just a new way of filming stuff for me, which is why I've kind of been putting it off. But I also just think it's because obviously I watch a lot of crochet content myself, and all of these people are like well established in the community and they just kind of like know what they're doing, you know, they're doing vlogs of 30 to 40 minutes long, and I'm like, I don't really have the capacity right now to do that, just because one, a lot of my days look the same at the minute. Like, you know, some of these people have let's pack some orders where I'm not really doing that right now because that is what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get some traffic over to my website. Like, I don't really have orders to pack. I just tend just to crochet while watching YouTube and obviously doing the boring admin stuff that no one really wants to see too much of, at least. So I think that is also why I've just kind of been putting it off, because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not. So I think that is another reason as to why I've been putting it off, because it's like, oh, like, you know, I'm not really doing what all these other people are doing. I don't have the capacity at the moment to be doing these really, really long like studio vlogs. And that was like another thing. It was like, oh, I don't have an aesthetically pleasing background like all these other crocheters where they have like their whole wall of those IKEA shelves filled to the brim with yarn, and it's like, I feel like I'm just making bad excuses. Like, I don't need an aesthetic background to start making content, and it's like, it could be fun to sort of build that together and bring you guys along with me as I upgrade my space. I'm trying to look at it a different way and just, you know, we can build it together. But it's also just like being on camera in this way is just very weird to me, which is strange because I do this stuff for YouTube and like Twitch. I obviously have no issue talking when my partner is home, but I don't know if it's just because that's live content and I haven't done any YouTube apart from today. I haven't done any YouTube only, or not very many YouTube only videos while I've been here. I don't know if it's just the difference between live and pre-recorded content that I have issues with, whether it's because he can hear me messing up and then saying things again, or just sounding funny. I don't know. I think it's a bunch of different things that have just built up, especially in my head. Like, I know a lot of it is in my head, and just once I start doing it, it'll be fine. So that is why I'm doing this today. I'm just kind of bringing you guys along this journey of me figuring out what I'm doing and how the hell you grow a business in 2026. I'm just trying not to make myself feel bad for like, oh, you have to do 40+ minute vlogs of you doing huge market prep and packing orders, and it's like, well, why don't I just film if I'm making something one day and it's like a 20-minute video? Like, that's okay. That's fine. Like, it doesn't all need to be. And this is what I mean by my head. Like, my head has been telling me for months that, oh, I need this really big video idea and I need a week to fit. And it's like, no, I don't. I can literally start making something in the evening, record it for you all, and just sort of chat like we are now and upload it. Like, someone might like it. It might bring someone a little bit of entertainment. Like I said earlier, if I've learned anything from anything else that I've been do in the past few months is that doing the thing that you're scared of half the time isn't too bad. So I just think it would be nice just to bring you guys along. Like, I don't really know what my upload schedule is going to be. Like, I don't really want to commit myself to one video a week because, again, how my brain works, if I don't hit that, I then start spiraling and going, oh, I can't even do this one simple thing. So yeah, I'm not going to commit myself to a schedule just yet, especially while I'm figuring out how this whole vlogging thing will fit into my schedule, because again, obviously it's a new thing. So for this channel, I would like to at some point be quite consistent with what I'm uploading. I have so many fun projects that I want to make and bring you guys along with. I'm really enjoying vlogging so far. I know I haven't done much, but it's different, and I think maybe that's what I needed. I hope that made sense. I have a real bad tendency to ramble and then lose the initial point of what I was trying to say. So I hope all of what I said makes sense. If not, I'm more than happy to clarify any questions you have in the comments. Because I don't blame you. It happens more than I care to admit. So before I head off to dinner, I think I'm actually going to show you what I've been crocheting recently and what I sort of plan to crochet over the next few days. Obviously, getting these done is a big priority so I can get these patterns done, sorted, and I think that will be another weight off my shoulders. I am making these horses for Kino's co-worker. This was a project and a half. The amount of things that went wrong was kind of impressive. So for starters, the hair is starting to fall off, as you can see. I'm still trying to learn how best to secure chenille yarn. Like, this one is also falling off as well, but I think I know how I'm better going to attach it next time, but it requires me not to finish off the head. I'm also wondering if the hair would look better in acrylic yarn. I know I would have to make more frills and it would probably take a little bit longer because obviously it's not as thick, but I'm wondering if it would have a cooler effect. Yeah, I then did the legs wrong because from the picture it looked like the horse only had 2 legs with white, but it was 3, which is why there is a half finished. That could have ended badly. That was a yarn bowl. Which is why there's this unfinished one here. So then I had to remake it again because obviously Froggin's chenille yarn is not ideal. And then I made one of the legs too long. Let's just say I was really going through it at the time that I was making this horse. The neck also needs a better attaching. That is because the yarn snapped as I was sewing, so I had to just use some acrylic yarn, which really didn't help the situation. I don't know whether we'll get to this in this video or I will make a separate one, but that is on my agenda to make. And then if you've been here a while, this will be a surprise to no one, but more ducks. I think I am going to stop with the ducks because I do have a lot, so yeah, we have some ducks. Also working on a sunflower turtle, so I've nearly finished the shell. I just need to do that and then sew it all together, but I want to make a reel out of that, so I'm gonna hold off on sewing it all together. And then I also have somewhere in here a little fox that we did start doing on a crochet stream, but we didn't end up finishing it. So that's that. Those are my active projects. Obviously I've been focusing on these borders, and then in my other bag I have my attempt at the Aloy plush, which we're not going to talk about right now. I also have a creeper, the start of a creeper head, which I'm making for my nephew. He's requested a creeper plushie and a Minecraft sword. He requested that a while ago. I haven't done much since, so I probably should prioritize that. And then there's my jumper in there, which I'd started in winter and would have wanted to finish for winter, but we're now in spring, so that's getting left till this winter. And yeah, and then it's just a bunch of random Aloy-esque colours in here that I was going to do for, I think it was like a blanket or something I was going to do. A lot of them just need like finishing off and I can start like a clean slate, because I do really want to make some wearables. Like I really want to make some ponchos because I do love a poncho. I think I'm also struggling because it's like, what kind of crocheter do I want to be? I know I don't have to pick like amigurumi or like I can do a bit of everything. But I mean, I'm known for my tapestries. I say known, that's just because that was all I did for like 2 years when I was last posting about it, and obviously on streams and such I would show off tapestries. It's just kind of how I want to structure my store. Like, do I want stuff made to order? Do I want to be able to do custom orders? Hand-dyed yarn, I can't believe I haven't mentioned that yet. My hand-dyed yarn is like a really big focus for me in my store. Like, I would really love to have just a whole bunch of hand-dyed yarn, because out of everything, as much as I do love crocheting, I think creatively the hand-dyed yarn is like my thing. That is where my creativity can run wild. Like, so definitely expect some yarn dyeing videos. I think they're gonna be a regular on this channel. But yeah, we're very much in just the figuring out stage in how I want to move forward with things. We will see what happens, but I think for the rest of today I am just gonna get on with these borders. We've nearly done one side as I've been yapping. Yeah, I will probably see you tomorrow after I have finished my little recording segment in the morning. Good morning, it is Friday. It's Friday. I keep thinking yesterday was Wednesday for some reason. I am already up, dressed, breakfast, makeup put on, did my stretching, and we are all ready to go for today. Last night I said I was going to crochet for most of the evening, and I did. I started watching The Mandalorian, believe it or not, because I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet. And I don't know if I like it. I think it's because I've seen Grogu like everywhere in the shops and stuff that I'm kind of sick of seeing him. I think that's why I haven't watched it yet, because it is literally just everywhere. So I'm gonna give it another go tonight to see if it kind of hooks me. But I don't know, call me a fake fan. I'm a prequels baby, so the prequels have my whole heart. But while I was doing that, I did manage to put the borders on this one, and then I did start doing this one, but I then had a massive brain dump last night. You know, you just have those days where you just have so much in your head and you just need to get it out. That was me yesterday, so I didn't do as much as I had hoped, but hopefully today we can fix that. I think I'm gonna try and record 3 YouTube videos today, because 4 yesterday was a little bit too much. Like, I could feel by the 4th one I was like, I'm done. Maybe 2, because these are going to be longer videos, so it might end up just being 2, but that is still a-okay. And then we're going to crack on with some crochet. I think I'm going to save the borders to do when I'm watching TV in the evenings, just because I can switch my brain off when doing those. And I think I want to try making some different plushies. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between making plushies and doing like some wearables, like a poncho, or trying some crop tops. Like, I really want to make some crop tops. If you saw my video on projects that I want to make ASAP, I have, can you see the yarn? The yarn is, whoa, the yarn is there. I really want to make myself a crop top out of it. Also, I thought I want to make like a cute backless top, because I like my back. Like, if I had to pick any part of my body, it would be my back. And since I'm going to the gym more, she's getting some attention. So I've been really liking backless shirts and tops. That might be a video coming soon. Another video that is probably going to come soon is after one of the demos that I played yesterday. I now have the itch to do some flower bouquets, because one of the games was being a florist, and I got this book for Christmas, but I think I need the where's the materials? I need floral wire and floral stem, and there's also artificial stamens. I think it's like those yellow I really wish I had like a camera so I could like show you easier, because this is not the vibe. These. So I need some of them, and I think you need that for at least the flower wire. I think you need for all the flowers, but they look so cute. Look at them. I'm obsessed. I have so many ideas that I want to do with these. I want to recreate the bouquet that my partner got me when we first got together, because I did try to dry those flowers and, well, I don't have them anymore, so that's how that went. I have a picture, so that counts. Yeah, I also really want to make bouquets based off of games. I'm not telling you which games. I do have them already planned out, literally sitting in my Notion waiting to be brought to life. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a video. Very, very excited. Hi, change of plans. As I knew there would be this week. It's based off my big brain dump that I had yesterday, is that I'm struggling to juggle everything that I'm doing right now. As usual, I do this literally all the time. There's never a time where I'm just doing a normal amount of work. I'm always trying to do a lot. Obviously, like, my main one is trying to set up my business, but I'm also still trying to build up my gaming personality alongside that, which always means one of them is suffering. Like, if I'm working on content for my gaming one, which takes kind of a long time because I'm also making separate content for like Instagram and stuff, so when I'm doing that, Slip and Stitch obviously isn't getting the attention, and then vice versa. So one of them is always sort of tailing behind the other one. So I kind of just sat down with myself and said, I need to like reorganize my priorities right now. I think again a lot of that is just being scared to commit, I guess, in case I like fail or something. So I think right now, obviously I have the demos. I think the demos are fine. I think the demos are a nice way for me to just relax a little bit if I don't really have anything major that needs doing. Like, they really don't take long to film. My phone ran out of storage. Okay, hi. I think I was saying that my longer main game episodes do take a lot longer to edit, purely because I cut out a lot of the dead space, especially if it's just like running from place to place and nothing really happens. I tend to cut that out. It does take a lot more of my time. I just think I got in my head about everything again. But I am getting better at getting out and kind of piecing my thoughts together and seeing where my thought process is coming from. So with that being said, I am not going to record anything today. Now I have to figure out what we crochet. I do think I'm going to finish that sunflower turtle just because it has been sat in that bag for way longer than it should have been. And then I think we're going to try some plushies, but I am also going to film some short form content. So unfortunately I won't be able to film like the behind the scenes of doing that because I need my phone. I think we'll just finish off. I have these everywhere. These are like my new obsession, which is funny because I'm also thinking of cutting all my hair off, so I won't need these. I do it every time. I always buy like funky new clips or cute hairbands or scrunchies, and then I just cut all my hair off so I can't use them. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the sunflower turtle. I will make a reel of that, so follow me on Instagram to see that. And then I might do my free wheel picker. I have a wheel spinner of all the free / paid patterns that I've got, just because it saves me the trouble of choosing, because I'm indecisive, so I let the wheel do it for me. Hello, so I am still working on the turtle. I do also have Saints Row 3 in the background. I'm trying to get the achievement where you have to play as a male and female for 2 hours each, so I'm just kind of letting it run in the background while I'm doing this. So if you hear talking, that's what it is. But I'm currently just sewing on the tail. I've done the legs. It looks so cute. I hate sewing with chenille yarn. I have tried every tip there is, and I just can't do it. I've tried the whole using acrylic yarn to sew the pieces together, and for me, that comes out so much worse than if I just try and crochet with this. You know, I try making sure that I'm pulling it in the right direction and I'm not putting too much tension on the yarn, but I just can't get it. So if you have any quote unquote unhinged tips that have helped you to crochet with chenille yarn or sew with chenille yarn, then please let me know, because I lose my mind at least 3 or 4 times every time I have to sew a lot, which I think is what happened with the horse. Like, I just don't know how to sew, so I just winged it, but that obviously did not work out in my favor. But I think this is going okay. It's the head that I'm worried about sewing on, because normally, like, limbs I'm fine with. It's always the head that is like misaligned or something. I need like those knitting, either knitting needles, or I think they're just called amigurumi sticks, where you stick them in the plushie like I'm doing with this crochet hook, so it keeps what you're sewing in place. I think that will help me a lot, but I just haven't got round to locating any of those yet. So I don't even think I have circular knitting needles, but I don't have just normal ones, so I might just have to grab a cheap pair of knitting needles just to use when sewing. But yeah, I think it's going okay. So we're now just finishing off the tail. I don't really know what prompted me to make this sunflower turtle. I think I've always wanted to make a turtle, and because I've been obsessed again with sunflowers, I'm like, let's just merge the two. I might put this up on my website as like a custom order. I think I am leaning towards making the plushies as custom orders, and then kind of having like, because I do really miss doing tapestries. They just take me ages because I feel I've sort of lost my flow with them a little bit. It's got a little tail, that's so cute. Okay, that's definitely it. I had to undo the tail once because it just messed up. But then there's, he's gonna look so cute. Stop it right now. I also really want to do a strawberry turtle. Again, if you've been around for a while, you know that I am obsessed with specifically chocolate covered strawberries. If you want to win my heart, just give me chocolate covered strawberries and I will be your friend forever. I'm thinking about adding some blush. Maybe, I don't normally add blush to my plushies, but I feel that might be what they're missing. But yeah, I'm really trying to decide what I want to make after this project. Like, I'm really itching to make a poncho, so I might just do it, or I might just make some plushies. It's like I want to get better at plushies, but I don't want to force it if it's just not for me, you know? Like, sometimes certain things in a hobby is just not for you, and maybe I'm just not an amigurumi person. I also think it's because I'm like a perfectionist, like of the highest standard. So when I do like a plushie for the first time or a different technique and I'm not perfect at it, I get annoyed. It's like really bad. I need to stop doing that, but I think that might be what it is. I am also just taking the stuffing out because I prefer to tie off the blush when it's like I can get inside and tie it off from there, which is what I think I need to do with the horsehair that I was talking about. I would also love to know what you guys would want to see from this channel. Like, I'm open to ideas. Like I've said, we've probably got a few video ideas in mind. Like, I really want to try fillet crochet at some point. So that would probably be a whole video. Is that cute? I think that's cute. A little blush doesn't hurt anyone. Obviously, like, I really want to make Plod, the African flower dinosaur, so that will genuinely probably be like a month-long video because that project is gonna be huge. So yeah, like, if there's anything like gaming related that you'd like to see, obviously there's gonna be a lot of yarn dyeing at some point once I get some stock back in for my undyed yarn. But I also don't want to overwhelm myself with the amount that I want to do, because again, I have a tendency to do that. Like, there's just so many, I think every crocheter and knitter gets to this point. It's like there's just so many things that you want to make, so then you end up making nothing. Okay, there's his head with the blush. Again, sorry it's so dark in here. I feel like it's darker on camera than it actually is. Like, I'm being blinded by my ring light right now. Okay, I need to figure out how to sew the head on. Is it like that? Or it might be like that. I will see you when I have figured this out. He's so cute! Oh my god. I love him. He's so cute. I might also make him a little sun hat. See, then this is why I like making plushies, because I'm like, I see a plushie and I want it. Like, I can just make it. Like, I've seen a bunch of jelly cats. Can she stop talking? I've seen a bunch of jelly cats that I want and I'm like, I can just crochet them. The weather is so miserable right now. I like to take a break like mid-morning and just go for a walk, but it's raining a little bit too much. So we're gonna crochet instead. I have the wheel up on my PC and we're going to see what we're gonna make. I am aiming for some smaller plushies, so if we end up picking one of the bigger ones, I will just respin. Okay, so here is my wheel of all the patterns that I have. Obviously we are looking for a smaller one and I'm hoping that we get no ducks either. I should probably take out the duck ones just because. Okay, I think that's all the duck ones gone. Let's see what we get. Watch us still get a duck one. I love the ducks, don't get me wrong. No sew dragon. Okay, I literally found that pattern yesterday, so that is exciting. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to do it in a light purple. I just realized that the colors that she used reminds me of Spike from My Little Ponies, so I'm low-key wanting to do like a purple. Do I have a light pastel yellow? I don't think I do, so I might just use this one. Would a dark purple for the wings look cute? Is that, that's cute. No, I like that. We're going with this. Right, let's see how much we can get in before lunch. The YouTube tutorial is 27 minutes long, so that's probably like 6 hours for me. I'm really like not a fast crocheter, I don't feel like. Whether it is just because I don't do it as much, like especially recently I have not picked up a crochet hook in, well, really until today. It's been off and on past few weeks, but today is when I'm really trying to get back into it. So let's see how far we get. I'm excited. I don't know whether it's because I'm obsessed with the Jellycat dragons right now that I'm happy this was chosen. But either way, let's do it. Let's see how it goes. I'm also watching 8-Bit Ryan. He's like my favourite YouTuber, comfort YouTuber. I really wish I had a pastel yellow, but I think this is gonna look just as nice. Look at the little nose! I really, really want to be able to create my own otter pattern, because if you don't know, my Twitch channel mascot and emotes is Olive the otter. That's why my Discord is called like the Cove, and that's the name I have for my community, because it's all just a big cozy little otter place. Definitely has no correlation to Ewan McGregor looking at sea otters. That is not what the meaning behind it is at all. It's also been a big learning curve to colour change within like a plushie. Obviously I'm really used to colour changes on Tapestry and like that is easy to me, but on plushies when I was doing the horse it was a whole different ball game. He's got a little horn, it looks so cute. It's really reminded me of Spike, and it's funny because, when was it? Thursday? Kina was on TikTok and the My Little Pony thing with Spike came up. I forget what it's called now. And I like forgot about that particular My Little Pony movie, and it was such a blast from the past. But yes, it is it lunchtime now? It's almost lunchtime, so I think I'm going to pause here and grab some lunch. So I've just had some lunch, I've had a little bit of a chill, and now we are back with the dragon. So I have just done the wings. He is looking a little lopsided. The legs for some reason do not align with his head. I don't know if it's the eyes I'm doing, because I don't really use safety eyes. I always embroider my eyes, but I'm thinking just for time's sake moving forward, just to use safety eyes, because obviously crochet is worked in a spiral, so the eyes will never really be aligned because just how the stitches fall. So I don't know if that's not helping. I did try to fix it when it first happened, but I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. Like, my numbers were adding up, so I'm generally thinking it might just be the eyes. Yeah, it is. Now that I'm looking at it like this and I've sort of stretched out the wings, and yeah, it's the eyes that are throwing it off. I don't know if like you can tell. You can't really tell. Like, there's his feet, those two little bobbles, and then it's just the eyes. I think the rest is aligned. It is just the eyes. I think I might just have to get some safety eyes. So now I'm wondering what to do, because I don't really want to carry on too much because I don't want to waste the yarn. Oh, we could do a Pokeball. Can we do a Pokeball? I did try. Can you see it? Where's it even gone? Okay, well, I did have a Pokeball. I don't know where it's gone, but it was not good. It was really, really bad. I think the pattern that I used, it was a free one. It was really bad. This one looks a lot better. Crochet by Dill. Yeah, this one right here. He does a lot of Pokemon related crochet, and he also does the cross stitch over crochet as well, which is what I attempted the other day and didn't get very far with. It's because I literally missed one stitch at the very beginning of the pattern, and of course I didn't realise, so I got to the end and my stitches weren't stitching, and I was like, I'm not doing that again right now. Yeah, we'll make one and then we might be able to make some in different colours. Ideally, whenever I make something, I tend to make it in like all the colours of the rainbow, so there's something ready for everyone if anyone does want one. So let's see how the Pokeball turns out. Oh, but I really want to finish it. He looks really cute. You know what? We're going to commit, okay? I'm going to stop. I'm going to start doing it. And then this can just be used as like, oh, this is your first one you did. Look at how you've improved. That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. He's starting to look so cute. We're just moving on to the tail now. I've just gone and got some stuffing, and now let's continue. Okay, we've done it, I think. Maybe. Ignore the ends that I have to weave in. And his lopsided eyes. Ignore those. But I think he's cute. I think for a first attempt, I've never done a plushie in this shape before either. I do wonder how she got the tail to bend. I wonder if I've overstuffed. Oh no, there we go. That's so cute. The little dragon. Oh, he looks adorable. It's like he's doing a little head tilt. I don't hate him as much anymore. I was kind of a bit sad when the eyes and that weren't aligning, but I think he's cute. And we will move on to our next project, which I think will be a little Pokeball. I have one final update for today. I kind of crashed really hard around like 2:30, 3 p.m. for some reason. I just got really tired and then I kind of just zoned out. Not much has happened since I last saw you, but I did start on the Pokeball. It's already looking so much better than my other one. Of course, I did do the black too tight, so it is bulging a little bit. The pattern did warn, saying, I'll make sure they're loose because this will happen. But what I thought loose tension is obviously not loose enough. If you don't know, I have incredibly tight tension for some reason. I've tried so many different things to try and loosen it and I just can't. I keep trying, but I'm hoping to maybe stretch it out a little bit, and I'm hoping the stuffing will help make it not so noticeable either. So I think that is going to be my plan for the rest of the evening because it is dinner time. So I'm going to finish this Pokeball. I'm going to do more borders for the tapestries, and then I think depending on how far I get, I might start on some bandanas. I have some really cute pastel yarn that I want to try out for those, so we will see. I will update you tomorrow. Happy Saturday. You now join me, freshly washed, house freshly cleaned, workout done, and we are ready just to kind of chill for the rest of the day. But before we do that, I want to attempt to bring my Horizon fan art frame to life. In my head it works, but I don't actually know if it's going to work, but we will see. A bunch of artists in the community sent me so much Horizon fan art. Like all of this is just Horizon. Here's stickers. Can you tell who my favorite is? But yeah, there is a bunch here. I'm definitely not going to fit all of these in here, but my plan is to change them out every so often, whether it's more like Forbidden West themed or Zero Dawn themed. I can kind of just swap them out for my mood. The same for if I get a bunch where it's like Christmas or winter, I can then change it out for winter themed Horizon ones. But yeah, we have so much here, and I'm still so grateful to every single one of them. Like, oh, look at this, it's so cute. Again, I will leave all the links to the artists in the description because I never have any words for these guys. They are just so insanely talented. So we're gonna try and figure out how to put them in this ginormous IKEA frame. So I also need to decide if I do want to keep the white border because I think it looks nice on some of them, but I'm not great with scissors and straight lines, so that will bug me. My babies. Is it the other one as well? Yes. I need more. This gives me life, okay? Star Wars times Horizon, just gimme. Luckily the frame isn't too heavy, it's just awkward. I'm also trying not to spill my drink because I can guarantee that is going to go over. Okay, so obviously the prints are going to be flipped, so I think I might just do them facing up and then we can arrange and then flip them over when we are happy. You ready for some ASMR? Never done one this big before. This isn't as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. This is worse. That was so ugly. I will spare you guys from the other side. The centerpiece has to be this Aloy and Errand Hugging Beta, which has my absolute heart. I hope you can still hear me, by the way. Leave some of the smaller ones for filling in gaps and such. Okay, I absolutely love this one. This is another one by Sorbet, so this is definitely getting a spot. Yay! I'm so excited. I've literally wanted to frame this fan art for so long. There's just something about fan artists and like art books in general that really inspire me, and I think that's what I've been missing. I've slowly been collecting my art books again for games. It's been great just for when I'm kind of needing a bit of inspiration. I just like seeing how these things were brought to life, especially because I enjoy games so much. I love all the behind the scenes. Having all this out again is also really nice. Let's continue. I mean, is this not the coolest that errand will ever look? I don't know if I want to cut the white edges off so it's literally just the print. I really wish I had one of those like slicer things to do it, because obviously one, it's quicker and it's straighter than my cuttings. I might just frame them for now and then maybe try and find, I can't remember what they're called. You know what I'm talking about. And try and find one and then obviously take it apart and do it all again. Obviously Gildan needs pride of place because he is precious. Anything happens to him in the third horizon and I will storm down to Gorilla and have a strong word with them. This Talana one I also have. If you are a Talana fan, you are more than welcome here. We stand Talana in this house. I also really love this Thunderjaw one. You've got Aloy, Errand and Talana up on the Thunderjaw. Thinking these spaces can be filled out with the postcards. But it's like I really like this one, but it's, and I put it underneath something. So I don't want it covering too much of this one, but maybe we put it under. Does that work? This might work, hold on. That's cute, no? You can't really see, but just tell me it looks cute so I don't redo it all. It's like this one. You won't see much of Aloy because of the white borders. But then you don't really see what she's, it just looks like she's angry at Errand. So Nerd Artist did a series where she took all the characters but put them in a different outfit from their regular tribes. She looks hot. This is Beta. She combined all of the tribes. But yeah, she's done a bunch. I will just show them quickly now. Alva is so cute. Comment down below if you see your favourite character. Hello! Sorry. I think Talana really suits Tanax. Damn. And then these ones that I showed you earlier, and then Aaron. So I think these ones definitely need my Star Wars ones in here. Hello, thank you very much. Obviously need my Gildan. I'm liking the vibe, but I think the white is putting me off. I also think it's so cute how she made Zoe and Val switch outfits. Don't talk to me about Val though. I'm still not over what happened, okay? I don't want to talk about it. It's not like... Yes, please. Alva as well. Oh, I see Neil needs some love. Beta needs some love. Oh my god. There's too many good ones. I hope they stay. Will they slip? I don't know if it's like if it's pushing against it enough to stop them from sliding, but I guess we'll find out once we turn it over. We do have a lot of Talana though. No, we don't. What am I talking about? We have one. I kind of want a little bit of every one. So we have Errand. I mean, we have Gildan, but shut up, he's staying. Neil, maybe? Some Neil love. But again, we can swap these out. IKEA used to do this, like, it was like a film strip, but you could like slot pictures into it and it would be perfect for these, but they don't seem to sell it anymore, which is really sad. I think we're done. I'm going to spin you around so I can show you a bit better, and I'm also going to show you the artwork that I still have left and who did it, because we love supporting real artists. All of these artists are also great people in general, so you won't regret it if you do decide to follow them, which you should. This is all we get. Hopefully maybe add a few more if I do decide the borders should go. But let me show you what ones I have left. So this one of Talana and Errand is from Kelso. This one I absolutely love. It is a pride print and the little cauldrons are hearts, which I just love. And this is by Sorbet. Another one by Kelso. I really love her like comic strip style pieces. This one is by Nerd Artist and it is the Alight Gang. Then we have this other one by Nerd. It's Aloy with like all of the things that we kind of do in Forbidden West, so Talana's Flower, the Hidden Ember stuff. And then we have this photo mode edit from Kelso as well, and of course it is of my boy Gildan. I thought I'd show you the stickers as well. You'll have to bear with because I do not remember who did these, but again, I will try and find out and I will put them on the screen and in the description. Okay, my dining room table is now a mess, so I'm going to put this together and put it somewhere for now because I cannot put that up on my own. So I will see how it looks and hopefully none of them slip. Then we would have to find a solution if they do, but wish me luck. And just like that, it is 4 p.m. I have done the fan art. It's not completely finished. It is looking very nice though. But I do think I will cut the white borders off. So I've just stuck it in the frame just so it's off my dining room table for now. I have just looked at the footage from the past few days and I know I said I didn't want to do 40 plus minute long vlogs, but I think this one is hitting that. I don't think every video is going to be that length. A lot of them are just going to be completing one project. Yeah, who knows? I don't know how this vlog is going to turn out, but I think that is the charm of learning a new way of creating content. But yeah, I'm now just gonna go and grab a girl dinner, play some games, crochet. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys there. I hope you enjoyed. It's been very fun, but also quite weird. But I look forward to doing more in the future and working on all these different projects together. So if you enjoyed, let me know, leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Discord, Instagram, all those places are linked down below. You can also check out my shop. Until the next one, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!